Hello, everyone. So I might have gotten married this week. It's been crazy. Ooh-woo. But before I get into that, I should probably talk about 9 Point, because that is what these vlogs are supposed to be about. It's not just about stuff I'm doing outside of art. I should actually talk about the artwork I'm doing. And if you've never heard of 9 Point, I have 49 other episodes about it, so please go check that out. There should be a playlist on the channel. Make sure to subscribe, I guess, if you want more vlogs about 9 Point. But yeah, it is basically a medieval fantasy comic about cat knights. So here we go. Okay, so on 9 Point, I have done a bunch of pencils this past week. So I took the week off from my day job, mostly because we had friends over and I kind of need a vacation, and I've talked about it in the last vlog. So I had lots of time to get lots of pencils done, and I did. I'm really happy. Because for the past few weeks, I've just been sitting at like maybe 4 or 5 pages penciled on 9 Point, but I finally sat down and I got like 20 frickin' pencils. Not 20, I'm at like 16 pencils as of right now. So I'm really happy. I finally made progress. It's going a lot faster, and it just feels really good to be making art again. What really helped, I think, was having our comic friends over. So we had The Joking Wallflower and Windy Flamingo, 2 of our comic friends over. They're probably known for Sanity Circus is Windy's comic, and Jay, Joking Wallflower, also does Badmouth. And together recently they put out Paint the Town Red, which is all about lesbian vampires and werewolves, and it's a really good book. And so they were doing a bunch of conventions. They went to TCAF, they're in VanCAF, and so instead of coming to Toronto and then flying back to Montreal, we were like, hey, we're near Toronto, come stay with us for a week. So they did, and we just talked about comics the whole time, and it got me really inspired to work on stuff, especially because they were talking about how for Paint the Town Red, they did their Kickstarter, and then they finished inking and penciling everything in like 3 months. And I was like, oh my god, I need to do this. Because I cannot say no to a challenge. But yeah, it just got me really hype about making comics again and working on it. And it got Bones really excited about making comics again. And we were like, oh my god, we gotta work on 9 Point. We gotta get this done. So I did lots of pencil work. And like I kept saying to myself, it is going a lot faster the more I do it. So, like, when I first started, I was really concerned about making sure all the pages were super detailed and stuff, and now I'm kind of, like, zooming through them a bit faster. And part of that, I think, is, like, just getting into the rhythm of drawing things, but also, like, I just have to get over that initial hump of, like, worrying about if my art will look good, I guess. So, like, the first few pages of any comic, or when I, like, get back into a project, I'm always, like, super diligent and I overwork things. But then as I, like, pick up speed, I like it's not that I care less about the quality, it's just like I stop doing extra details that I don't need to do and I can zoom through pages a bit faster. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's just what I do, and it's very freeing once I get past the initial like, what if these are bad feeling. So I'm happy to be at that spot now. So yeah, working through lots of pages, though at some point during this particular recording, I don't know what button I pressed, but for some reason my brush tool turned into an eraser, so I don't know what happened there. I just restarted Photoshop and it started working. But other than that, artwork has been good. I'm not super excited about going back to my day job. Like, I'm sure it's just like end of vacation blues, but like, I'm like, no, if I go back to work, I won't get as much comic art done. Anyways, I have to get over it because I have to go back to work, and I like my day job, so it's just, I want more time to do comics. So overall, like, I didn't do too many sessions of comic work this past week, just because we've been really busy and out and about on the town all week, but I did 2 really long sessions. Like, on Friday, I sat down and I worked for like 4 hours straight on comics. I just looked up and it was like 4 hours later and I was like, whoa, where am I? Because I haven't done that in so long. It's usually like working on comics in short little bursts, and usually during live streams or when I'm recording for a video. And Friday, I didn't record any video. I just sat down and I did comics, and it felt really nice. And maybe that's kind of what I needed to like get out of my rut. And then today I sat down for like an hour and just drew and recorded most of it. Yeah, I didn't really work on digital comics at all during the rest of this past week, so it's been really nice to just do some long sessions, and hopefully I just make a habit of doing this every day and just keeping in touch with my comics more and not only working on them when I'm filming, because, like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, is it just I've been busy and things have been stressful or emotionally taxing recently and that's why I haven't been getting much art done? Or, like, am I not getting art done because I'm recording it all the time? Or is it just been busy doing chores and stuff? I don't know. I don't know what's been stopping me, but I feel like my progress has not been as good as in the past. So we'll see. Maybe this is a little turning point where my production will ramp up more, hopefully. Anyways, so I guess I should go into the rest of the stuff I did this week. Now that we talked about 9 Point and comics, we can get into the real good stuff. Not that comics are bad, but you clicked this video because it said I got married, right? Maybe? Okay. Like I said, we had Jay and Wendy over. So we went to pick them up at Yorkdale Mall in Toronto, which is like a big mall there. That is a lot easier to get to from where we live than going into downtown Toronto, which is where our friends were for TCAF. So we're like, we'll go meet you at Yorkdale and pick you up. Just take the subway. It's really easy to get there. We'll see you there. And so we got there. And we got to the mall, and we were waiting in the parking lot, and it started pouring rain. And we went into the mall, and we were walking around, and Yorkdale Mall is, like, insane. It's huge. At least, like, compared to the places where I live, like the malls around here. But yeah, it is like a city in there, and it's super crowded, and people just walk right into you, and they have like little cafes in there that are insane looking. Like one looked like a little Parisian cafe. It was weird. People constantly walking into you with huge strollers and stuff. Very overstimulating. But we went to the Lindt chocolate store there. They have a deal where you can get like 100 chocolate truffles for like $30. So we got those and we are like, yes, this will last us our trip. And it did. So anyways, we went and got a bunch of chocolates and treats for our friends, and then we went to wait for them. And then it hit like 7 o'clock and the mall was closing, and we were like, oh no, they're still not here. What do we do? So we went back out to our car, and we were just sitting in the parking lot, which is massive. And we are like, how the heck are they going to find us? Like, because we were worried, like, well, if they can't get into the mall, how are they going to get to this side of it? Because it's huge. And we didn't know where like the subway entrance was. We were like, how do we get there? But eventually it turned out that the mall was open for people to go through, even though most of the stores were closed. So they just went through and we found them. And though they had trouble getting out because it's such a big place, we got so many texts from them that were like, how do we leave? Where are we? So yeah, but we found them and we drove home safely. And so we just sat around talking. It was fun. On the Monday, I got married. So we got married at 11 o'clock at our city hall. Very small ceremony. So for the longest time, Bones and I have been planning to have a small wedding with family and close friends. We were planning to have it this past February, but just things didn't work out for whatever reason. And we've kind of been putting off planning it because we were very intimidated by it. So I feel really bad because I told like my family, like, oh, we're going to get married around this time and it's going to be small and we'll probably just do like a little ceremony at our town hall, or city hall, which we kind of did. But we didn't set any like specific dates, though I did ask one of my friends to be my maid of honor, and I feel really bad, and I had to apologize to her because we went and eloped and did not invite anyone, including her, but she was cool with it, so it's okay, I think. And so we didn't really dress up. I got like a little cat dress. Like it's this cute little like retro 50s looking dress, A-line skirt, whatever it is, and it's got like cute cats all over it. And Bones and I got matching sweaters. His is a black sweater with a cat face on it, and mine was a white sweater with a cat face on it. Because we were like, I don't want to spend money on like a big white dress and a tuxedo. Let's just wear black and white. We're good. And be cheesy as possible. So, we did that. But we kept putting off having like a big wedding because just every time we'd tell people about it, they'd be like, oh, well, you got to have these invitations and you got to get this and you got to get party favors and what's the venue and all this stuff. And just every time we were like, this is just way too much. And if we invite these people, then we have to invite these people, and this wedding is just going to get huge. Because, like, Bones is a huge family, and we have lots of friends and stuff, and I was like, we just sat down and we were like, we don't want to do this. We just want a really quiet wedding. Like, I struggled for a while being like, I kind of want, like, my parents there, and, like, some of our close friends there, but it's like, it's all this extra money if you bring more people, and we're like, we don't want to spend all that much money on this wedding, because, like, we don't really care about the big party or anything, and we're not big party people, and so, like, we just decided, like, this is just too stressful. Instead of, like, inviting some people and insulting other people, we'll just invite nobody, except for our friends who came in from out of town who we never see. So that was our solution. So yes, so we went to City Hall, had a really quick ceremony where, like, we just walked in, they took us to this big, like, council room. And Bones and I got up there, the city clerk married us, and it was funny because as we were doing the ceremony, like, someone walked into the room and he just, like, opened the door and was like, oh no, and ran back out. So we started laughing in the middle of the ceremony. And Jay and Wendy took pictures, and they were our witnesses, so they just signed the paper, and we signed our paper, and now we're married. So that's really cool. And then we spent the day walking around our city. We found out that our local university has, like, okay, it was sold to us as, like, a natural history museum. We thought it was going to be dinosaurs. And don't get me wrong, there was, like, one room that had some dinosaur statues in it, but the rest was just, like, rocks and geology and stuff, which is cool. Like, I enjoyed that. But Wendy was disappointed because she loves dinosaurs, and we didn't really see any dinosaurs. But anyways, we went there. We went to our local park, which has a bunch of, like, farm animals in it. And we got pictures with a cute little chicken and some llamas. And usually there's, like, horses and goats and sheep and pigs and stuff, but they were away because it was kind of cold still. So that was really fun. We went to a 50s style diner as our wedding lunch. And Bones made some lovely chicken pot pie for dinner because that's, like, my favorite food. It was a really nice day. It was really quiet, which is great. Which is exactly the way I wanted my wedding. Just quiet and chill and looking at animals. That sounds like a good wedding to me. So yes, so that was cool. Of course, to end the night, we went to see Detective Pikachu. Because we were like, it was like that night, and we were like, we kind of want to see Detective Pikachu while our friends are here, because they like Pokemon. We were looking at the show times, and we were like, hey, there's one tonight at like 10:30, let's go. So we did, and it was terrible, but like in a fun way. So there was like 5 people in the theater, because it was like a Monday night, and it was just us and some like teenagers in the theater, and we were dying the whole time. It was so, like, if you don't know anything about Pokemon, I don't recommend it, because I can't even imagine seeing that movie if you have no idea what Pokemon is, because it was weirdly referential and not, and the worst, and all the Pokemon were super terrifying and creepy, and yeah, so we were crying, laughing the whole time, just because it was so weird and cringy, and Mewtwo's smile at the end killed us. And I'm not gonna go into any crazy spoilers, I guess, in case anyone actually wants to see it, but the ending, we were screaming. So yeah, so that was fun. That was a weird wedding day, weird way to end the day, but we did that. And then on the Tuesday, we went to the Toronto Zoo, because Bones and I love the zoo. We love animals. Wendy and Jay like animals, so we went, and we walked around all day. It was really fun. It was a really nice day, because it wasn't too sunny, and it wasn't very hot, and it's not like zoo season yet. Like, not every part of it is open yet, but there's no people, because it was a Tuesday. So it was really quiet. We could go everywhere and pretty much avoid people, and we weren't dying of heat or sunstroke or anything, so that was really nice. We were pretty exhausted by the end. We made a point of seeing all the big cats and all the birds, because Jay wanted to see all the big cats and Wendy wanted to see all the birds, so we were like, heck yeah, let's do this. So we went to the zoo, and then the next day we were super tired from walking around the zoo all day, so we just sat at home in our PJs and watched all of Pokemon Sun and Moon, like season 1, which was fun. Good series, by the way. Would recommend. It's on Netflix. Go watch it. It's really cute and well animated. But yeah, lots more screaming and laughing and snuggling up in our PJs. And then, same day, the Honey Walls Kickstarter ended and we got funded, which was awesome. So we got fully funded, and then we got some extra money past that. We didn't quite hit our stretch goal, which was to get some like extra illustrations from the artist Alex. So we didn't quite hit that, but we'll see what we can negotiate for illustrations. So that was so exciting and really awesome. And I keep checking the Honey Walls page because, like, during the campaign, I'd just be checking it over and over again to see where our funding is at. But now I keep checking it and it's over and there's nothing happening, but I'm just doing it out of habit now because it's been a month. So yeah, that was really fun and exciting and cool. And then on our last day with our friends here, we went to the fish store because Bones has his cute little bed of fish and he's starting a new tank that he got from a friend of ours. And now he is getting plants set up in his new tank, and he had to get a light for the fish tank, like a grow light for the plants, but it wasn't big enough, so we need to go back. Yeah, and then we watched more Pokemon until our friends had to leave. And then Friday night, or I guess early Friday morning, our friends had to leave at like 4 a.m., which I feel horrible about because like we stayed up really late because we just like, we wanted to talk and we were having fun, and it's like, oh right, you guys have to leave for the airport at like 4 a.m. So anyways, so everyone went to bed, and then at 3 o'clock a.m. I woke up, I like bolt upright, and just like, I must have had food poisoning or something, but I just threw up everywhere. It was horrible. And so like, so I was super sick and stumbling around, and I just went and laid down on the couch in the early morning. So I was like, I don't want to go back to my room. I feel so sick, and I'm just gonna sit here drinking water and nibbling on soda crackers until I feel better. And then, of course, Wendy and Jay wake up and they were like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm so sick. And they were like, no. So I hung out with them until their car came to bring them to the airport. And yeah, we said goodbye. And yeah, so then Friday happened. Bones and I just hung out very quietly because we're introverts, and after a long week of hanging out with people, even though we had fun, we're done talking for a little bit. We just need to like recharge. So I got lots of art done, and then yesterday on Saturday we went to a friend's birthday party, which was a really cool party because she cleared out her backyard and she wanted to like set up a garden. So she had everyone come over and we all kind of helped set up the garden, like tilling the soil and putting down mulch and stuff and planting stuff, and it was really fun. Yeah, so that's been my week. It has been crazy. I still can't believe I'm married. Bones and I keep looking at each other and being like, how are we married? And Bones keeps calling me his girlfriend, and I'm like, excuse me? You mean your wife? And yeah, I'm still not used to calling him my husband, and he's not used to calling me his wife. It's very weird right now and kind of like surreal. And I've told all my family that we're married. Like, I texted my dad, and my brother emailed me about it, and because we posted it on Facebook, which is how a lot of our family found out, which Bones' family was annoyed with us in like a joking way. I think they were happy and kind of expected it, because there were a few times where we were like, we're gonna elope, and everyone was like, oh, haha, so cute, and we're like, no, we're gonna elope. Yeah, but everyone's been really supportive and nice. I'm sure more celebrations will come. My day job found out about it because I forgot I was friends with some of them on Facebook, and so they posted it to our work chat saying like, oh my god, Ursula just eloped. And everyone at my work really likes throwing surprise parties, and I'm kind of scared of what's going to happen when I go back to work because I don't like surprise parties. But I mean, it comes from a good place, so I will be nice, but I'm nervous. I don't like surprises. But yeah, so that has been my week. It's been crazy and really fun. Bones and I keep giggling with delight because I just can't believe we're married, and I'm really happy that it's finally happened and it's over and I don't have to stress about it. And I'm just really excited to spend the rest of my life with Bones and just making comics and holding hands like nerds. So yeah, there we go. That has been my crazy marriage week. Okay, so that's all I have. I've talked for a very long time today. I don't know, I guess if you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell If you want more videos, not all of them will be about marriage, but many of them will be about comics. And I'm sorry that we haven't done a lot of live streams recently. We are coming up on con season that we totally forgot about, so we will be away for a couple weekends to do conventions, and then we'll be back with our usual schedule. So thank you again for watching and for being patient, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!